Life after 45, it just starts, you know.
No better time than now.
If you want peace, prepare for war.
What can make me happy today?
Please start when ready.
I am Pavel Glazov, and I'm procurement leader at Stoli Group. Right now I do live in Riga. Previously had been living in Odessa, in Ukraine. Right now I'm dry goods procurement leader, meaning that I am buying, very important stuff like bottles, like corks, and, all the other things that I needed to produce the beverages.
My name is Konstantin. I work in Stoli almost for 1 year, but I have a big experience with the brands because I worked for more than 10 years as a marketing director in the company that distributes Stoli brands in Ukraine.
I'm Katerina. I'm Ukrainian. I was born and lived in Kiev. I joined Stoli 1 year ago in January 2022 as a marketing leader for South Europe and Middle East region. Back in Kiev, together with my husband, we own a cocktail bar and my husband runs it now. So this makes me an industry insider. And I chose to work at Stoli because this is a very ambitious company and with a great portfolio of brands. And this is what I enjoy the most.
Since October 2022, I joined Stoli and I'm working in logistic department as a customer service manager. I have become a part of Stoli family. They are friendly, inclusive, and very supportive. I like my team very much, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
I'm Damien McKinney. I'm the Global CEO of Stoli. I've been in the role for nearly 2.5 years now. I started in October 2020. Stoli represents for me an opportunity to create not only the best ultra-premium company in the world with the best portfolio, but to actually do it in the right way, underpinned with great values.
Stoli Group for me is a new family. My previous job, I've been working there for 20 plus years, which actually became, the big part of my life, my family. So at the moment, yes, Stoli is the new family for me.
Stoli is a long-term partner for me, as I work for more than 10 years with these brands. And I can say that Stoli is a company with the proper human and partner values.
It's amazing that we delivered our best result ever as a company in 25 years. And yet, if anyone had said, you're going to have to do this, oh, and by the way, you're going to have to deal with a COVID lockdown. Oh, and by the way, 7 weeks later, on February the 24th, there's going to be an invasion of the Ukraine. But by the way, it's not just the invasion, but on the 26th, 2 days later, on CNN, which everybody watches, you will see a gentleman pouring Stoli down the drain very publicly. You will see 6 governors, but one in particular in New Hampshire, coming out very strongly and banning us from actually selling. And then a lot of, as a result of which, we then had to get back on the front foot to deal with that particular issue.
It wasn't even a stress. For me, it was like a shock, a stop in the back. I concentrated all my thoughts, my actions in the first days as much as possible. Vital for me was to ensure the safety of my family and then to help my friends, my country in the following months.
I'm starting the new life here in Stoli because my scope of my job, the dry good procurement, that was very new for me actually. And then working for the international company was new and is new, and living in the new city and taking care of all. So in fact, indeed, that everything was new. And so, for me, just trying now maybe to prove to myself and to the rest that, life after 45, it just starts,
Stoli is the place where I keep my balance. And I believe in what I do, and I enjoy every minute realizing my potential. Because when I turn on my computer and I put on my working hat, I'm concentrated and I'm focused at what I do. And I'm here and now. And this is the best tool to keep my mental health in order.
The main opportunity for me was the project that I came to lead. It is about production and promoting the special series of Stoli, Ukrainian edition, profits of which are transferred to the World Central Kitchen, the organization that provides food for millions of refugees in Ukraine and abroad. And for me, it was important to convey this message to our partners in different countries through distribution and charitable events.
We are finding ourselves today in a strange world, but if somebody would ask me if I'm happy, I would say definitely I am. Because I think that happiness is not just a status, but the process where you are in the right place, with the right people, and doing what you like. Today, I'm at Stoli doing my favorite job and trying to make this world better.
Number one, it's always the team, isn't it? It's the people around you. I would call out that, in particular, on the 24th of February, this is a moment in time when an invasion has occurred, and I knew absolutely very clearly where I believe most of my team stood, which was unequivocally standing against it. But I wasn't 100% sure where Yuri was. And I remember walking over to the office and phoning him, and he was more extreme than I was in his views. Now, for me, that enabled me to get through, frankly, any crisis or any challenges that we had.
The question of motivation didn't stand in front of me. I can't imagine myself without working or not reaching new horizons. So for me, the path to these new achievements brings me joy and pleasure.
There wasn't much of the problem with the motivation. When you do have family with you, when you do have your wife, when you do have your daughter, you don't need much of the motivation, to why do you have to work and why do you have, to do all of the stuff.
First of all, I learned to be brave, to step up to what I believe in. And, it's important because this is what my company believes in as well, standing up for the right causes. Secondly, I learned that there is no better time than now to do the things that you always wanted to do, or to be the person you wanted to be, to dream big and to achieve the unachievable, and take action for the change.
Well, many things changed, and especially honoring and respecting the life. Just an opportunity to live in good conditions that was different.
It's clearly got enough that, the problem that you can solve with the money, it's not a problem, this is the expenses, So we started, to understand again what real problems were. But I would say that it became simpler.
I do come from a military background before. I always say to people, I saw some of the most horrific things that I hope that no other human being would see again in their life. To then see Ukraine and the tragedy to unfold again, and to see these things again being played out on my screen was horrible. But I suppose after so long, I've become a little bit immune to the travesties of human beings and human nature, and I find it horrible. I think I've become even clearer, if I wasn't clear, even clearer that I believe as a leader in a business that I have the responsibility to actually try and make this world a better place.
Right now, I understand that we need to enjoy the moments, every moment of our life, and also be ready for, always be on the alert. If you want peace, prepare for war.
I think it's quite obvious, what can make happy. Probably all Ukrainians, they want the same, and so we just hope it will happen sooner.
Some time ago, I took my son home because I wanted him to see for himself. I wanted for him to have memories of the things that happen, and for most importantly is I want him to remember and to never allow the aggression to repeat. That would really make me happy.
Stopping the deaths caused by war will make happy.
What can make me happy today? So what would make me happy today was to see a consumer saying, I've just bought a bottle of Stoli, and I bought it because not only is it the best vodka in the world, but this is a brand that actually looks after people and does the right thing, whether it's LGBTQ+, or whether it's standing for Ukraine. I trust them. That would make me really happy.